fucking long. I gotta check a couple of things really quick with my audio and make sure that I'm rolling okay. Oh shit, okay, that's gonna be... Oh shit, okay, that's gonna be... Okay, yeah, we're loaded in. I'm my only viewer. That is absolutely fucking depressing. Okay. Let's see what we got here. It's gonna be a quick minute. Okay, this is gonna be a minute or so of randomly inviting a whole bunch of people. Hold on, guys. It's gonna be a quick minute. I gotta do something really quick. Yep, I'm playing Fallout 4, but I'm doing things a little bit different, so just give me a second to get my chinchillas dust bath out of their cage, and I'll get right into it. Give me one moment. Jesus, guys. Taking a bath or are you fucking trying to make it a nuclear winter of your own? Oh, God. Okay. Get these back in. The fun part about living on my own now is I can start screaming at the game. And it'll actually be like either really annoying or really funny, but either way, screaming seems to get views. So I can turn around and just go, "Ah!" And nobody can say shit. Not unless the neighbor's here and call the cops, and that'll be an interesting odyssey. Okay, so why did I say interesting odyssey? That makes no fucking sense. No, just ignore me. Or maybe not ignore me, I don't know. So, the way we're going to be rolling this, and I'll show my mod load up now, my load order, I guess, is I'm going to be playing Fallout 4 Survival Winter, like I did before, because, well, I hate myself, so I have to punish myself by doing a game style and play style that I just completely get tortured in. The load order that I have going right now, active mods, in case you don't know, have the check next to them. If you do know, then you know. I mean, what the fuck do you want me to tell you? We have simple seasons, that's important, because that's a base for one mod. We have this one right here, so I'm not a complete masochist. What this does is it gives me 42 points to spec in the beginning, and it automatically unlocks a certain amount of perks depending on what gender the sole survivor is. So, for the male sole survivor, these are all his perks because military background and whatnot. I don't think it lists the females' perks. I think it only gave the male perks, to be honest. I got Simple Settlers, which is another important one. We have a Kate overhaul, which actually changes her up appearance-wise a little bit. This is actually going to give me a cache of weaponry and clothes, should I want them. This is going to basically do what it says. I mean, you fucking read it. It's going to make combat a lot more realistic as it can be in a Bethesda game. This one actually goes with the first mod. This one is to replace textures on the ground with ice and snow to give it a kind of snowy effect, which, I mean, we need for a nuclear winter. We got a McCready overhaul, which changes McCready's appearance, makes him look less like a little fucking kid and more like a, you know, mercenary. That one, I originally was going to roll with that one, but then I just like Deacon's hair better, so I went with that one. We went with Curie, giving her another overhaul herself. That's a cache of clothes, should I want them. This is a cache of weapons and clothes, should I want them, but the thing is it's going to be a little bit overkill, so I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to limit myself. I'll explain that in a minute. That's actually the updated version of this. And that is our nuclear winter right there, bleak. It replaces all the weather with dark, hazy, stormy winter and rainy weather. So I think it's as good a time as any other to finally actually get into the meat and potatoes of what this challenge is about. This is the Fallout 4 Hardcore Nuclear Winter Challenge. Now, a couple of you that I do know off of... Hello. Glad to see that you're awake. But, no, so... Where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought. Fuck! Oh, why do I always do that? Okay. I remember what I was saying now. Okay. I'm not a complete moron. So, what I was saying is that the challenge is going to be a hardcore nuclear fallout. It's me. It's me. I know who you are. Just let me explain. But, fuck. Shit, where was I going with this again? I keep losing my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to just be streaming after so long of not streaming. That's what I was saying, So, basically, the way the challenge is gonna work is the number one rule is no matter if it's accidental, if I fucking throw a Molotov at myself or I slide off of a cliffside, if I die once... That's it. It's over. If I die once, I have to basically start a whole new character, play through the prologue, and respec all his points, and then get back at it and try to survive. My goals are relatively simple, but considering I'm playing on survival mode in a nuclear winter, and there's a little bit of roleplay aspect in here to make it harder, it's gonna be a fucking pain in the dick. So, goal number one is... I'm not following the main quest line, but I am following part of the main quest line by tracking down Kellogg and killing Kellogg to avenge the Fallen. Objective 2, that's as far as the main story is going to be progressed, unless you count the railroad as story progression, but I don't. So after, or before, however order I want to do it, Kellogg is dead, I'm going to be building a settlement. I cannot use any modifications, any assets, anything that will help me build this settlement. I can only use what I find, scrapped materials in the Commonwealth, and whatever I get in my settlement. Which, I don't know what I'm using for a settlement, but I'm probably gonna choose, like, something more centered into the middle of the map, so I have somewhere, I guess, in the central area to go to lay low. The goal after that settlement is done... Oh, mind you, the settlement, I have to not only have accommodations for the settlers, like beds and food and whatnot, but the farm has to be indoors. I have to have heat lamps and campfires and candles everywhere to provide warmth, and I have to have up to 10 settlers, but all of these settlers need to be equipped with coats and jackets. This kind of goes into the roleplay aspect, but it also makes it harder for me, because... I need to basically have these outfits ready for them to just jump into for their own quote-unquote protection, so to speak. Once that's done, I guess the settlement expands by way of me turning around and getting companions that are not tied to main quest lines. So, you could argue that I could get Preston as a companion, but I don't feel like having a goddamn settlement help pop up on my goddamn map every 3 seconds. So we're not doing Preston. We're not doing Preston, we're not doing Dance, and we're not doing X688. All the other companions that are on the table have to be in my settlement, though. McCready, Kate, Piper, Curie, Nick Valentine, all of them need to be in that settlement. They're all, you know, settlement members, and they all have to follow that same rule of wearing some sort of coat or warm clothes, which I don't have to worry about that too much for some of the characters, and obviously Codsworth, fucking Nick, and Dogmeat don't really count because, well, you know, obvious reasons, but everybody else needs warm clothes. Everybody else needs to have accommodations like beds and whatnot, so it's going to be more settlement expanding and more grinding. On top of it all, as if that wasn't enough of an objective for myself, I need to make it to level 30. I do not properly succeed in this challenge unless all my goals are complete and I am a level 30. Now, just to remind those of you who just joined, if I die once, it's over. That's it. I have to restart the entire challenge from the very beginning. It doesn't matter if I die accidentally, it doesn't matter if I die of a disease, radiation sickness, throwing a grenade at my feet, getting my skull caved in by a raider. It does not matter. If I die once, that is it. We restart and we start with a new character. Oh, another rule I'm going to say for myself to kind of balance out weaponry is I can only have up to 3 weapons. A sidearm, you know, a pistol, whatever. I can kind of, whatchamacallit, tweak it a little bit to where the pistol and the sawed-off shotgun are technically both sidearms, even though the sawed-off is a double-handed weapon. But I mean, that's whatever. I mean, in my opinion, it's small enough to conceal, so it shouldn't matter. So pistols and the shortest of the double-barrel shotguns are acceptable. The shortest version of the hunting rifle, and that means no stock, no extended barrel, just the hunting rifle as short as it can be, counts as a sidearm. But just to keep it from being too overpowered, I can't put high scopes on it, I can only put reflexes on it, and it needs to stay chambered in 308. So yeah, I can only have one sidearm, and I can only have one primary, being assault rifle, missile launcher, shotgun, sniper rifle, whatever I want that to be. Or I can sacrifice it and go with like another pistol, doesn't matter. And then I am allowed to have one melee. Although I figure if it is a two-handed melee such as a sledgehammer or Grognak's axe, I have to sacrifice one of my firearms to actually carry it. If it's something like the baton or the switchblade or the brass knuckles, that is what it is. I can have the 3 weapons all together. So yeah, with that being said and all that being out of the way, it's time to torture myself. Now, I did load into the game already after creating a character to basically make sure my mods were working. At least the important ones anyway. They look like they're working. I sincerely hope this doesn't fucking crash right now. That would be so disheartening if it does. Oh, come on. No, don't crash. We're gonna give it a couple minutes because when it starts loading like this, it usually has a chance of just getting frozen on this loading screen. Which, if it is a crash, then... oh, God. We're gonna have to basically kick off the stream and redo the stream because, yeah... that's the downside to running, like, several different mods at once, is then the game has a chance of doing that. Oh, no. Okay. Come on, please fucking load. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Why does this have to happen every time after I fucking stream? After a long hiatus, something has to happen where I gotta fucking turn off the stream and restart it. Lovely. Great. Okay, well, you guys are gonna have to tune back in because technical fucking difficulties as per usual. I will see you guys anywhere from 5 minutes to a whole nother week. We shall see. Just...